All right, so to address some of your questions, so basically the process for getting a custom prom dress made is pretty simple. I try to keep it as easy as possible. So let's just go over a couple of the questions I get all the time and how it works. Question number one, how do I get the prom dress process started? So basically, the way you get it started is by inquiring. Number one, hi, my name is such and such. I'm interested in getting a prom dress made by you. My prom is May, whatever, or whatever date. And I wanted to know, one, if you're available, two, if the dress below, you can give me a price estimate on. That's pretty much how it starts. I suggest you already kind of know what dress you want in mind, and that you email me with that in the attached message, either via Instagram DM or email. I do prefer email, but I understand that Instagram is very accessible as far as getting to me faster, especially if I'm constantly checking, which I am. So I am pretty responsive on Instagram and via email. Okay, question number two, I usually get, number one, how does your pricing work, or what is your price range? My price range is varied. It's between $400 and $2,100. $400 is for a simple spandex dress, top to bottom, mermaid style, no frills, no diamonds, etc. But just a pretty classic gown. It could be v-neck, it can have sleeves, but it's really a straightforward fabric that doesn't have any sequins, beadings, pearls, or anything like that. That's more closer to the $400 range. Now, when you go up to $1,100 and higher, it usually has some crystals, rhinestones, feathers, and a lot of hand detailing. So when there's a lot of hand detailing, that brings the price way up. So that's where that range is. Question number three, how does pricing work? Usually when you send me a couple pictures, either of my designs or another person's similar design that you want something like it, I say, okay, that is going to be $800. The process is 50% upfront and 50% when it's done, before it's shipped, or if you're local, before it's released. When you send that initial $400, let's say, deposit, then I go ahead and get your fabric, start with the measurements. If you're not local, I suggest you go to your local dry cleaners / tailors and have them do your measurements. There's a guide on my website that goes over where your bust, waist, hip, sleeve, and height measurement should be, or length of dress. And that's pretty simple. Usually those 5 measurements is all I need to make it custom and fit for you, even if you're not local to me. But yeah, so that's the way I do it. 50% upfront, 50% when it's done, before it's shipped, or if you're local, before it's released. For fittings, another question, how do fittings work? When you are local, we do about 2 to 3 fittings. First fitting is like the lining or the base. Second fitting is the sequence. Everything is pretty much done. Just a little bit more approvals from you, as in, do you want it longer, shorter, tighter, looser? And then the next time is pickup. If you are not local, after you do your 50% deposit and you go to your local person and send over your measurements, then I need you to approve the pictures. So I'll start sending you pictures within 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Oh, here's it on the mannequin. Do you like this? What don't you like? What do you want me to change? Then the following week, I'll send you more pictures. Hey, I changed this according to what you like. How do you like it now? Is there anything else? After I send you final pictures, then you send your final deposit, your other 50%, and then I ship it to you. Your dress is done. You already approved it. You're free to get your accessories, makeup, hair and makeup, and start styling your dream prom night. Next, another question I get is, let's see, what if I change my design? If you change your design, be prepared, the price is going to change as well. If you add feathers, diamonds, crystals, or just outright change the whole style of your dress, the price will be different. It will be either between $100 and $1,000 more, who knows. But if you last minute change your design and we have already done your deposit, bought your fabric, and started cutting the pattern to your measurements, boom, we are raising the price, because then we have to do something completely different for you. So just keep in mind, if you make changes like that, the price will change. The only way the price doesn't change and you want changes is if you're not changing the style of the dress, but let's say you got sleeves and you want the sleeves off. Or let's say you want the V-neck lower, or you want the back lower. Stuff like that is really simple. It might be cheaper, like maybe $20 to $100, versus adding feathers and diamonds, which might be between $100 and $1,000. So keep that in mind. And most important thing, deposits are non-refundable. That first 50% is non-refundable. That pays for fabric, that pays for designing, sketching, making and cutting a pattern to your measurements and making that dress. That is what the first 50% is for. The start of the process of making your custom dress with a custom designer with all the bells and whistles. That is non-refundable. Let's see what else. Girls, another question that I get a lot is, what if I'm too late? What if the prom is next week and I don't have a dress, or I don't like a dress, or whatever? If you are local and you bring in, go shopping, and you bring in a dress that fits from head to knee, and you're like, you know what, this dress would be perfect if it was turned into a mermaid gown. If you just want a mermaid bottom, cool. It'd be between $100 and $400, depending on if you want diamonds, feathers, fabric, whatever you want. It depends, but that is a lot cheaper and it is a lot faster if you are a rush order and it's for prom. Another thing you can do is if you send me a dress and you just want feathers on the bottom, or you just want diamonds on the top, or you just want the top half cut off and turned into a different thing. That is also cheaper and faster than getting a custom dress. That is an option, just to let you know, for the girls who are last minute and can't really decide, or just like a dress, have a dress, and want a couple changes. That is also an option. What other questions do you have? Let's see. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much it. The way the process works is clear. Send me the picture, I give you the estimate, pay the 50%, get your measurements, start the process. Once you start sending me, once I start sending you final pictures and pictures in general, then we approve it and ship it to you after you send the final deposit. If you're local, once you do the fittings, then you want to give your final deposit and then you can pick up. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I make it simple. I'm still taking prom orders, girls. I rarely get booked until maybe mid-April, maybe mid-May, because what I like to do is, instead of getting booked, I'll hire another seamstress. I'll hire a third, fourth seamstress to make sure that all of my prom queens go to prom A1, like, period. I want y'all to look like goals. I want y'all to be stunning, and I hate turning people down. So instead of getting booked, I'll book another seamstress. I actually have a bachelor's degree in fashion design, and I still have great connections with the girls that I went to college with, and I love creating opportunities for them to make money doing what they love. So a lot of times that happens. What else? Yeah, so that's it. That's me. I'm Monica Monique, and you can find me on YouTube here, Instagram, Monica Monique Shop, website, monicamoniqueshop.com, YouTube, Monica Monique, and email me, girls, monicamoniquedesigns@gmail.com. Okay? Pretty easy to reach, pretty easy to reach out to. All right, girls, happy prom shopping. Bye.